The sound of music wafts in from the distance. Someone is playing the piano. It is coming from over there. Right. You should follow. Irene's footsteps slowed down. At the end of the corridor, through the crack in the door, she sees a single Seaborn slapping away at a dilapidated old piano. It is that Seaborn that was next to Alfonso. But what exactly is it doing here? It is playing the piano, as you can see. Well, as best as it can with its claws. What a ruckus! It's just pondering away at the keyboard with no rhythm or reason. Alfonso isn't here either. Did he go after the Seaborn? Why is his chief mate here alone? Well, I won't worry about it now. Right. The seashore. Oh, the seashore. What? That melody just now. Was that a coincidence? It certainly looks like it's only randomly smashing the keys. No, it stopped. The seashore. Oh, the seashore. Farewell to heroes and great man. Uh-oh! It noticed you! The first mate turns its head in fear. Fear. Fear is what Arena sees in its behavior. A massive, inexplicit physical reaction, one that never has been displayed in front of a hunter before. Just now, you weren't just randomly hitting the keys, were you? That passage that you just played, is it a Barian military song? You? How? Gah. You're still conscious in there. Do you still have memories of being a human? Do you know who you are? But no, you're already fully transformed. The Inquisition has dealt with cultists like this before. There's no reversing this. What are you planning? What are you doing with your hands? It's placing something on top of her head. What is the meaning of this? Okay. Through the scraps of clothes, reminiscing of a wedding veil, the Seaborn knows as the chief mate watches Irene. Its pupils are clouded. It is suffering. It is filled with both affection and nostalgia. You truly retain a shred of your humanity. But how, after all of these years? What was that? Huh? Captain! What is happening? Is he fighting? Hey, wait! I guess he is. Oh, it is hunting this thing. Hunt, feed, but it is not what you're doing. Your goal is constantly changing, shaking. Yes, shaking. Tch! You should just keep playing your piano, Gracia. You don't need to be touching these things. No. She wants to help. Then sink your teeth into it. Its body is changing. Finish it now. Right. Did you get it? You are not hungry. Why? Alfonso doesn't answer the Seaborn's question. He simply chops and hacks at it again and again, like meat on a cutting board. The chief mate bites down on the Seaborn in a dead grip. Its crown falls to the ground during the struggle, but it does not care to pick it up. Alfonso cuts off the Seaborn's tentacle, which joins the crown on the ground. The chief mate pauses for a moment. Ah, Gracia, Gracia. Look at your crown, and all of those tentacles. Do you understand what you've become now? Guess she doesn't care. Leave. We will meet again. Seriously? You can still run? Hey, Gracia! Huh? The chief mate lifts its head, but the seaborn has already vanished without a trace. It quietly picks up its crown and places it back on its head before returning to Alfonso's side, as if apologizing. It gently rubs his hand. Are you hurt, my good chief? Or were you distracted by your, well, our uninvited guests? The chief mate does not answer. It dares not to speak. It dares not to say when it was biting down into the enemy. It felt like it was tearing into its own kin. It dares not to speak, and after once again realizing what it has become, it begins to feel guilty. If you still have room for emotion in your heart, then that is proof enough that you're still human. Remember young Jamie's last words, right? I have no remorse, no regrets, and no fears. Only when you truly feel nothing will you lose the right to call yourself human. Don't worry, my dear. The next hunt will be quick, and as always, it will return. Yes. What is wrong? I guess there's nothing wrong. She's still fighting. Somehow. Huh. Heralds. Kin. Scaleless. You're badly wounded. A newborn like you should not have been in a hurry to board the ship. Kin are here, in need of help. Indeed, true enough, but you've been hurt. Though they are kin, they do not welcome you. They have not yet accepted their identities. They are still lost and confused. Accept identity. You do not need to understand this. These waters are still incomplete. Perhaps you will have to further perfect yourself before you can lead our entire kin. Need time and nourishment. And I've come to give you both as well. That blasphemous sea captain slaughtered the sea terrors for food, but used every means available to hinder his own transformation. He pursues pieces of the circle, yet refuses to be part of it as well. The flesh and blood of those offspring rightfully belongs to you. Those nourishments were meant for you. The ship has delayed the birth of a brand new ecosystem. Please do not abandon me, Harold. In due time, all of Terra will become one, and the same with the nest. I see. I do not abandon, kin. I need time, but not much more. I will be back. We will meet again. There it goes. Could have sworn that you were going to rush over and kill us. Should I be thanking you for that, old pianos? Guess he's still watching them. You do know I can kill something like that whenever I want to. It is even weaker than Quintus himself. Well, how patient of you. Gladia also tried to infiltrate the Church of the Deep in Salviento, hoping to get something out of them. Of course, she was a poor fit, giving her personality. And here I was thinking that none of you were good at it. Are you saying that you are special? You're getting less and less tight-lipped as of late as well. I suppose there's really no rhythm or reason for when you decide to be quiet around here, old pianist. Don't use my given name so casually, Liberty. You don't understand the weight behind it. We are enemies after all. Oh, we both know that you already abandoned that notion. Deep in your heart, of course, you might still hold some enmity. Like a lost and famished traveler who stumbled on a frozen, starved, mangled beast in the mountain. Did whatever Boratus has left behind satisfy your imagination? Far from it. The Seaborn have existed for even longer than a year. For their history to be turned upside down, there must be something behind it. If you care about the words of God, then so be it. The Seaborns are not gods though, nor are they our forefathers. I have seen how your gods have died, their screams coursing through the currents, their flesh and blood smeared across the abyssal ravines. As their clan hover overhead, I plunged into the unknown depths of the Aegir's territory. I've seen it with my own eyes, enough to shatter all the beliefs that I've held thus far. Afterwards, I will rebuild it. Aegir will be lifted up once more. Right?
I want all these suspects.
But you're not going to go into greater detail as to what you've seen, huh? I would love to know what you've seen. Really? But well, in due time, right? In due time. Oh? Wait, why did they put me here? Weren't we just there? Or was it here? Okay, I'm starting to lose track of our current location around here. But that's alright. What is this? A room enclosed by iron fences. From the text next on the sign, it used to be a solitary confinement cell, but now it will clearly never perform its function again. The cell has been breached from the inside, with the fence torn apart and its broken iron bars stewed across the ground. Is there something inside of this place? Unexpectedly, there's a desk in the confinement room, with an unfinished letter sitting on top of it. Right? What's in that letter? This letter is dripping with a suspicious mucus that closely resembles the Nettersea brand. God damn it! But seems to have been dried up by the passage of time. The top half of the letter is still relatively clean, appearing to be addressed to the writer's family, who repeatedly expresses his longing for them and his guilt for no longer being able to be with them. As the dripping mucus increases, the handwriting became more and more messy. The writer indicates that he would soon go home to see the children, and would bring home lots of presents. The rest of the letter was almost completely covered in mucus, and only a few words, such as ocean and return, can be made out. The last line written on the letter is extremely neat. We are one. I guess that has completed the transformation. Oh, I really hope that you don't find your family then. Imagine what you would bring home. Are you maybe attempting to turn them into this stuff as well? I hope not. At the very least. Alright. And this has unlocked that. Which means I should go to the left side first, right? Maintenance hatch. Yes. In the maintenance access corridor, a special device can be found leaned against the wall, marked with the Aegir's letters. Incremental motion firewall. It seems to fit into one of the slots in the little handy. Hard to imagine how this thing can be used to help people exercise. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be taking this. Now let's see. Operators gain an additional block, or increase the duration of stun, cold, frozen effects inflicted by the operators. Oh, that sounds good. Especially if I have Crownslayer around. And of course, click as well. You know what? Yes, we're going to take this. We're definitely going to take this. Alrighty. Now, without further ado, time for the mentor with Gladia, huh? There's no road ahead, as far as the eyes can see. So whatever you're looking for has to be here. Right? Maybe? Hopefully. Well, it's here. He led me here, and then covered the scent. He seems he is learned a handful of tricks from his time on the land. Why? Claudia looks all around her. She knows that someone once considered a friend is watching her closely. But she does not hesitate, nor does she have the luxury to hesitate at all. She must retrieve the secret of the ship as quickly as possible and return home to Aegea. She wishes to return to her home. She wishes to offer it her aid, to avert the calamity. She looks at the key in her hands as well. She swings open the door to the treasury. So, did you use the key now? Did you find it? Huh. Burning away all of the Navis brand is no small feat. I really ought to thank you for that, cousin. And of course, that jet-black creature of hers. The Navis brand was unable to devour this reef. How very unfortunate. Yet, this is but one myriad of its form. You've not heard the prophecy, so you would not understand. Prophecy? Do you think yourself more than a band of refuge clinging to unknown life forms then? What sort of future did you actually expect? Our prophecy is nothing like you. She never paints the image of a false true, nor does she make promises that she cannot fulfill. She spoke thusly, that countless massive scales shall emerge into one, and fly into the vast expanse, that the ocean will be smeared with light, forever growing, never drying up. That life and death will disappear and merge into a single entity, and at that time, even the false cosmos will be unable to escape the light of life. We shall all live in the ecosystem. We are all part of its magnificent cycle. Life is born, is given purpose, seeks worth, and disappears, only for the cycle to begin anew. Sounds a whole lot like the sort of elaborated hallucination that can be cooked up by Arknights. Is pushing a barrier to its current precedent and slaughtering millions of life also part of your magnificent cycle? What do you possibly know? Our kind does not consider the death of an individual to be its end. Even when a life ends, it remains part of the cycle. You are angry, you're relentless, and above all, you are only human. You're simply a heretic. You won't take me alive, Inquisitor. I know all about your heinous Orignium arts. We are all prepared to make the greatest of sacrifices. Our prophet will remain as out of reach to you as time itself slips through your fingertips. There they are. High Inquisitor, everyone in Grand Pharaoh has long held a grudge against your people. The Penapalito cannot approach this place, and you are alone. There's nowhere for you to run either. Run? Do you think that we came here to entertain your sophistry about good and evil? Of course not. He's not saying anything at all. This barbarian damn imbecile! That black monster must have some kind of weakness. It's extremely durable and can burn the Navis brand with ease. What exactly is that thing? If you don't tell us, then by the time that the Penabalito breaks free, we have already lost. You can't even handle Dr. Carlson all by herself, and even the High Inquisitioner. Admit it, you're already lost. Shut up! I'm going to make you... Wait, what are you doing? Why are your staff moving around? What did you do? I guess you spent way too much time researching tentacle monsters that you forgot what Orignium Arts actually does, huh? Seriously though, just get your head out of the clouds. Gah! Self-righteous bastards! You think we have made ample preparation for this? Do you have any idea how long we've been waiting to flush out all of your scum, concluding with the Inquisition? Don't fall for his tricks. He's been hiding in this town for a month now. Definitely a spy. And one, well, versed in communication to boots as well. There's a chance our position has already been compromised. Spies! Spies! Of course the Inquisition spies have been lurking amongst us since a long time ago! I knew about your people because you never tried to hide it. And Amia and I are close. But the Inquisition is different. They already don't like us. If they wanted to hide, well, how would we ever know, After all, we've been nothing but laborers for generations. Throw them out then. Feed them to our kin. The Navis brand growth is slowing down as well, and we need more nourishment to stop the penal balito. We should also find an escape route as well. Alright, I will lead the way. Nobody's more familiar with this town than me, and we've left behind plenty of secret passage and underground depots as well. You shouldn't be doing this, Tiago. How long have we known each other, And now you're going to preach to me, you platitude-spewing salad. Stand up and walk. It's time for you to become part of the sea. No! No, it's not time for him to become part of the sea! It's way too early for him! I still need him! For lots of things! He still needs to meet up with Fawn! He needs to send him out to the ocean! Oh god. Let's see. A union of Orignium and a Gears technology. A sturdy dome that uses a module from Nomadic City on land, and the scalability of Orignium arts. So this is how the genius of Academy of Science views this land, and he managed to accomplish all of this a decade ago. However, it is still not enough. Is it her? Oh no, it's him! Well, I didn't expect you to actually show yourself! And both of them have still their weapons drawn. Wait, what the hell is that? Okay. Is that a sight? Is he a giant sight user? Huh. A gear would be able to accomplish all of this, even without making contact with the land. The integration of certain technology cannot make the difference between victory and defeat. I knew it. So it is you. I wish it weren't though, Ulpianus. Stay back. Take another step and I'll run you through, my old comrade in arms. Skadi once thought of herself to be the last abyssal hunter. Even she had thought that you were dead. Yet here you are. How insightful of you, Consul Gladia. The circumstance don't seem to call for prompts and ceremony, Consul Ulpianus. I guess they have the same rank then, huh? Feeling a bit nostalgia over titles long disused, aren't we? We've known each other long enough, but you should know very well what it means when a hunter doesn't return. I've executed no fewer than you, and I can assure you that if any survivor have sunk into the abyss, I would still hang them up to bake on the reef before they ever had a chance to hear that song. And what about now? You reek of their scent. You've become one of them as well. Don't lie to yourself, Gladia. You are stricter with others, but even more so with yourself. Has wandering this land sufficiently satisfied your desire to torment yourself? Hunter, I will kill you if your answer doesn't satisfy me! Gladia, most of the situation is largely out of your hands. I'm forced to approach the problem from a different angle here. What situation? Well, I, like you, have spent some time on land. But what I saw was different. Did you come to understand the civilization on land? No, you don't need to answer that. Gladia, they're ever arrogant. For the civilization to survive, they tapped into Orignium. It brought them opportunity and hope, but also unprecedented calamity, and to this day they still have not yet fully analyzed its principle. I've witnessed many tragedies. They've given them the name catastrophes. They're foolish, ignorant, and weak, but the way that they struggle and die is still harrowing. And the Aegeas are no different from them. We were never the sentimental before in the past. No, sentimental has nothing to do with this. What I'm saying is that Aegea provoked the ocean in order to survive, and the ocean devoured them in return. The ocean gave birth to us. We are product of the grotesque struggle. If we are unable to resolve this problem at its root, then we are unable to resolve it at all. What did you see, Olpianos? What did you see to make you abandon the bonds of blood and the camaraderie that we share in battle? Sanctuary. There's no doubt that this is what those filthy cultists would have called it. Sanctuary? Your familiarity with them only reduces my trust in you. But the word is an apt description of it. Do you know what Aegea once found in the depths of the ocean? Even if I, the historian, a general education should have crossed it, or at least covered it at least. Thousands of years ago, we reached the heart of the ocean. There, we found the point of origin, the cradle of civilization. What? As far as I know, Gladia, he and those seaborn, in the deepest recess of the nest, I saw it, a construct. No, not even the greatest science council of Aegea would have been able to make sense of what I've seen. I was unable to go deeper, as my injuries were too severe. My blood boiled, my ears rang, but still I felt... What? The polarity of him. Him? Well, that doesn't even slightly explain why you abandoned the team. You should have brought this information back home. When millions of cries returned to a single point, the unhatched seaborn all murmured the same name from within their differently shaped sacks. Ishamla! Again? Oreda, Skadi. Why? Why? The hell? Did it escape into the sea? No matter, it will return, and we continue to wait. Whoever decided that we are its kin in the first place, pathetic. Ah, yes, I see it too. The waves break unnaturally, like a twister, or maybe a mirage of an ocean city. What a strange sight. Puh, it sure was lively today. Haven't had this commotion since young Jamie and the chief has died. Oh, it's him! What are you doing here? Pomegranate, flower, night. I wasn't expecting to see you back so soon. Did you come rushing to my ship because you missed the scent of your hometown? Have you gone completely mad yet? Maybe. The knight simply stares at Alfonso in silence. But almost immediately, his sight fixates once again upon the ocean. Alfonso follows his gaze, and through the years in which time itself has become nebulous, day and night have already lost all meanings to them. Are you still hunting those terrible waves? Yes. I sure hope that the blood of these monsters hasn't made you immortal. You can look forward to drowning one day. What a joyous thing indeed. Not a whole lot of wind today, though. Waves are the ocean's breath. It still has not stopped breathing yet. It has not died. Just like the monsters on land, they devour, destroy. Monsters on land. Civilization! Are you planning to destroy civilization next? After the ocean? Huh. Hey, Skadi? I just remembered something else. How exactly did we manage to survive? How did you survive? Eh? I don't really remember the details. We just hacked and we slashed again and again without pause until he finally... well... what I mean was, if they really wanted us dead back then, would we have been able to survive in the first place? True, weren't you in the middle of the ocean? In the middle of the nest? How did you get away from that spot? Let me put it in another way. Aegir doesn't know that we are alive either. They have no way of knowing it either, right? Was it Swordfish who said that she wanted to come to the ship? Yes, she said that the ship would bring us home. This does to be an Aegir's craftsmanship, though the ship riding, gone. The name doesn't really ring any sort of bells. You never did remember the scientists' names back then. Do you? Well, it's such a relief even talk to you like this. She's avoiding the topic. So, are you back for good now, Longatina? You won't leave us again, will you? Do you have to be so cheesy about it? I've also been with you, though it just got a bit blurry in the middle there. Plus, it's kind of fun playing the part of a well-behaving nun. Oh, but the captain had this outfit specifically made for me by our friends over at Rodeo Isle. She already knew my measures even. Quite handy indeed. Well, to be honest, you grew a bit taller. Wait, how do you know about that? I was the one helping out. The captain said that she didn't trust the taste of the landwalkers. So you made her clothes? Taste? Well, we both know that that's the last thing that she cares about. Though at least I can appreciate how she always makes sure that these details are in place. Well, she said that you liked long dresses, and I did always have that impression as well. But I rarely do these, tailoring activities. These symbols. They are Aegir's letters. We wrote them together, right? They're talking about you, about Gladia, about me, about Aegir and our home. Whose idea was this? It could have been mine, right? Well, we all came up with this together. What about the style then? Oh, Swordfish had picked it. How unlike her. We have to dedicate ourselves to battle. Sure, but no reason that I can doll myself up a little before the hunt, right? Skadi, do you know what the first thought was when I emerged from my stubborn and remember who I was? What was it? It was to re-examining myself, to see how different I was from that clear but distant memory of myself on the other side of that shore. Though I was dressed as a good little nun last time, I didn't really particularly mind it. But now that my trusty companion has chosen my outfit for me, that makes me even happier than ever. Can you understand how I feel? I see. Yeah, definitely better than when you wake up in the jars in Salviento. Yeah, that's true. So that is why we're going to win over Mr. Captain right now. Yeah? Mr. Captain? Oh, sure. Just leave it to me. Well, if she's so confident about it, maybe she has a chance. No, impossible. Ishamla. When I sank into the trenches, along with the Titan's corpse, enduring a pressure that no ordinary Aegir could ever bear, I saw something that I'd never seen before. Gladia, you know why Aegir distanced itself from the land. You know the many theorems as to why Orignium and catastrophes cannot invade us. Most of them have been proven correct. The ocean is basically like a petri dish, nourishing and protecting the purity of the Aegirs. But what if the civilization that we are so proud of is nothing more than a mold growing on the back of some giant? We were always exceptionally inquisitive, a quality that allowed you to make contribution in various fields, sowing the seed of great breakthroughs as well. But to slender a gear? You've changed so much, I hardly recognize you. Plus, you should know the boundaries of what is appropriated. Your speculation about Skadi. You levy the cruelty of accusation against your own fellow hunter here. Seaborn is just a broad, catch-all name. As you know, their morphology is significantly more complex than that. You've been concerned that Skadi might become an even higher form of them, have you not? First and foremost, I'm concerned that you've chosen the wrong path here. The first company, the fourth company perished along the way, one after the other, to create an opportunity for us to break through it. And you, the second company, stayed near the nest's entrance. It seems wrong to even describe it as a nest in the first place. We had entered a vast, singular entity, where we were nothing more than tiny germs. But germs are more than capable of killing a healthy person as well. And we were successful, or so we led ourselves to believe. I simply fell into a deep sleep, along with his corpse. Blood, if that luminous substance can even be called that, had drenched my whole body and enveloped me. But I simply slumbered with his corpse for a long, long time. I hid in the crevice of its empty shell, leaning against the remnants of its flesh, until all sound around me fell silent. But what about Skadi? It was she who dealt the final blow. Here? What are you implying here? That was not a normal killing, nor was it hunting. It was feeding. A feeding of their own kind. Your conjecture is both correct and faulty. You did assume that all hunters will eventually lose control and just become seaborn, right? No, not Skadi. You already understand. Those who witnessed him, those of us who sank into the trenches and float back up, all understand. Need to say that if anything goes wrong, we must kill her. But wait, she's your hunter though! You still haven't offered any sort of explanation for your deliberate cover-up and betrayal, and you would have me trust your speculation like this? I'm not keen upon your habit of staying silent either. Maybe I'll have to take away your mobility and drag you back to a gear myself. A pity that one of our consuls might finally falls in battle. It could literally harm our morals. Well, at the very least, I'll see you try it. Gladia, how can you still claim to represent a gear when you're so distraught about your own transformation? How did you know about that? She's hiding it so well! Did you hear it from the seaboard or something? Ah! This is an opportunity. I don't expect your assistance at all, or even your understanding. But some of us cannot afford to pass up on such an opportunity. Only by uncovering the truth do we have a chance at survival. And how exactly is that related to what you are doing? You came for the ship. I came for Baran. I've already made a break for myself. Baran's evidence corroborated what I've seen. Truly an amazing man. To think that he arrived at the same conclusion as I, in this era, under these conditions. Those by your side, you already understand that only they are truly valuable. None of the land dwellers will ever understand that, and thus he died in solitude. I wouldn't say that nobody understands him, at the very least. But for someone as strong and resolute as yourself, how many times have you said "but" before? We are colleagues, and together we are the architect of this war. We should trust in each other more. A final word of advice here. Don't return to Aegea. It is too soon. too dangerous. Too many things that we haven't straightened out yet. Going back now is just a wasted effort. And you do not know what has become of it either. Remain on land, and should something happen, of course, she is my hunter. I will shoulder the responsibility myself. Gladia was to say something else, but when she turned her head, a tremendous cracking sound spread through every corner of the room. A violent shudder follows, and the truth filling the table is scattering across the ground, seemingly to sear her vision. Leviathan. Before the chief designer of Warfare proposed the Abyssal Hunter plan, before the Abyssal Hunter delved into their nest, Ragon chose a title that the foolish Dwendweller are obsessed with to this very day. He wanted to thoroughly allocate the nature of calamity. He found the last piece of the puzzle on land. It's the night! He followed it. My key. The smell of wheat. Homeland. My homeland has supported me. My family supported me. Until I crushed the ocean. The two hunters look at the brooding night. Gladia clenches the key in her hands. Then take a look at this monster. Take a good look at him. He appears human, but is not human anymore. Even the Ocean Kin has rejected him. Day in and day out, he searches for the terrible waves and seeks to quelch them. An endless, futile pursuit. Just like us. I wouldn't say that it is fruitless though. I mean, there's certainly no way of him to win this, but at the very least it is something that keeps him going. It keeps at least a piece of his sanity intact, right? It's important. It's very important. The Seaborn never see their own as enemies. This is a behavior unique to human. That is true. Let us go. Alrighty. Now, where exactly are we going? Back into the city, huh? Hey, pick up the pace! Sure. This Netherse brand. What exactly is it? Through tin and varying in form, these fluorescent life forms are also an extension of our kin. The prophet once said there's a part of the ocean where these glowing creatures fill the entire sea. They are the whole, and they shape the cradle of life for our kin. The Netherse brand is just a fragment of his will from 10 of thousands of metallic miles away, washed in like the tides. Even a tiny amount will inevitably consume the land. It will turn the land into a new kind of ocean. I see. So Iberia was the first sacrifice to your plans, and Renthara was supposed to be the next. Oh? Are you having some doubts? Sacrifice? Surely you're using the wrong word here. No. The Inquisition will take away from my town, and this beautiful Netherse brand will just do the same. Either way, it is no longer our home. It will be lost to history, its golden years of explosive growth and all of its vitality. Tiago, sure you don't mean to. Jordi has been taken away as well. The one who escaped have probably all been rounded up by the Penato Palito by now. You're all murderers! Ah, there it is! Hello there! Monster! Why would it show up here? Impossible! It was just on the west side of the town! You lied to us, Tiago! Did he? Or maybe Monster's just that fast? And you too! Well, before becoming an inquisitive spy, I was just the daughter of an ordinary Grand Tharo laborer. Don't underestimate our hatred. All the humiliation that we've endured was just to take you all down. Both of you lot, the Inquisition are nothing more than enemies, trampling over our home. See for yourself what real destruction looks like. See for yourself what we saw back then. Tiago, get down! Okay, what's that? He's not the target. He's not the target. Huh? There's nothing left to tinker with. Everything else is out of power. All that remains is to see how long this lighthouse can actually hold out. The Nethercy brand has already reached this floor as well. I have to keep climbing higher from now. Hey, Inquisitor. What is with him? Is he fine? He put back on his mask! His arm have gone numb. The shape of the reef has already changed dramatically. The High Inquisitor spares no effort when annihilating all the enemies in his sight. But his enemies are quite literally endless. His sword is corroded, and he's expended his rolls of explosives. Only the flames in his lantern burns ever brighter than before. Not once does Darian look behind him, to the lighthouse that he has defended from the very beginning. He looks beyond the sea's horizon. Creatures of the sea, a barrier will not be destroyed by you! Humanity will not be destroyed by you either! He hacks up the blood stuck in his throat. A metallic scent fills his nostrils. And yet they do not care. And I too will not be destroyed by you either! That would take more than death itself! Just refuse to go down. I really hope that reinforcement is going to arrive soon. I've been fighting for hours. Be patient and wait here, Gracia. Oh? Alright. It's always boring, waiting for our quarry to take the bait. Still remember the second time that we went to hunt these monsters. We still had over 100 survivors back then. When we first set sail, the air was filled with cheering and salutes from cannons. Those sounds still echoes in our ears to this day. We bid farewell to the grand shore, carrying the legacy of Aegir as we sprinted towards the depths. After a few days at sea, yes, only a few days, calamity has struck. Why did this stupid god himself rob you of your language? How I wish to chat with you again, rather than those stupid, rancid idiots who took over 60 years to get here. Oh, she's getting sad. Good day, Mr. Captain. Oh, we just happen to be short on bait here. Fancy taking a dip? Considering that you're an Aegir and all. Not really that keen about it. What? Already forgotten what I said? Either you leave or I toss you overboard. It's a miracle that you survived. I never thought any Albarian would have made it after all of this time. That's got nothing to do with you, or with Albarian. After 60 years, the only thing that I belong to is this ship. But let me give it a try. Alright, Scotty? Now, how goes the hunt? Maybe my extremely coordinated attitude has stroken the numbers of misunderstandings here, but I can tell that the blood of monster is flowing in your veins, just like mine. Well, I guess we're the same. You, us, and I guess your chief mate too. Who gave you permission to talk about Gracia? Who gave you permission to look at her? You filthy Aegirs! Well, I never told you what Gracia used to be. You don't know if they were a man or even a woman, tall or short, fat or skinny, peril or even a devil. But know that Gracia is my chief mate and my lover, and I will never reveal their former self to an outsider. Don't need your pity or a comparison to whatever image of us you might have from the past. Neither of us need any of that. What a joke! Hunters whose blood is mixed with that very prey! Not even the ocean's wave can wash away your filth! Yet you dare to bare your fangs in front of us? Skadi's brow furrowed in a frown. She really cares about what others have to say, especially the land dwellers. But the words coming from the exception in front of her makes her feel rather uncomfortable. The chief mate shot a sharp gaze at Skadi. It is a warning. But we really need your help. What do you call these monsters again? See something, huh? Oh, the Seaborn. Okay, so why exactly should we help your Seaborn then? Do you know how many good lads lost their lives to the sea after the calamity? You float around on these waters and refuse to return to the port, yet still insist that you are the enemy of the sea. Yep, and that's my life. We are abyssal hunters. We come from Aegea, and where we can only guess how exactly you survived, we have nothing but respect for you. We also hope that you will understand that everything we do is to fight against those monsters. And I should care about what Aegea does. Why? No, you're misunderstanding something. Skadi shoots a glance at Spectre beside her, when she would say, "Let me give it a try." Skadi thought she meant that she would be better at negotiations, you know? But drawing a weapon should absolutely be no part of the negotiation itself. Let me rephrase that. It is our job to slaughter them, and I happen to find that process rather enjoyable myself. Since you are only hunting for food, I can leave you some of the meat when I'm done. After all, I've never liked dealing with that nauseating stuff. I see. You think pretty highly of yourself, huh? Compared to the Victorians or the Leteranis. I've seen the way that you kill them. You aren't worth a damn thing. Oh, don't get us wrong. Dealing with these low-level creatures that we call sea terrors doesn't even count as combat for the second company here. Gladi isn't exactly the stingy type either. I'm stronger than you. It's just an indisputable fact. Okay. Hitting his pride here. My, let's not just get ahead of ourselves here, Mr. Chief's mate, or Miss. Anyways, it is not your turn yet. Lay your finger on Gracia and you'll be dead! Oh really? Since our captain's mission is to retrieve the ship and return to Aegea, we don't really have the luxury of sitting around and trying to convince you. But I thought it was the entire goal! What the hell, Spectre? This way has always been the most straightforward means of communication. The hunter's way. Huh. I see that you've got a death wish. Guess they have to duke it out. Kin! I've come for you! Why are you already back? To hunt and consume is an important matter. You are not all kin, but I know that you're still returned to our kind. So I ask, what will you do? Hey, piss off! We're busy here! Yeah, you literally picked the worst possible time. Tja, now there's an easy way to prove that you're not a Seaborn. Kill it, unless you're unwilling to attack your own kin. Ha, then I sincerely hope that you won't drag me down either. I'm more worried about you showing mercy to your twisted kin, Aegea. Then you won't have anything to worry about. After all, if I really was on their side, you would be long dead already. So, once I'm proven that I'm not one of them, are you finally willing to lend us your ship? Not a chance in hell. This ship belongs to me. That's too bad then. Maybe I help you lose that arm of yours during this battle. That will definitely wake up the part of your humanity, right? Hey, Steve mate, stay back and don't do anything. Let's see how much of a difference there is between us and these monsters claiming to be humans. You too, Skadi, don't snatch my mark. This hunt is mine, and I need to let off a bit of steam here. Alright. I guess the chief maid and Skadi are just going to take a little break there. Hunting must be done.